Callaloo is considered to be a superfood due to the fact that it's packed with nutrients like protein, fiber, potassium, calcium, iron, vitamin B, and vitamin C. It's grown in Africa, Asia, many Caribbean countries including Belize, and apparently right here in my own backyard in Southern California. Although it's sometimes dubbed a cousin of spinach, there is one major difference. Unlike spinach, it cannot be eaten raw. It must be cooked in order for certain toxins to be removed, very much like how beans need to be cooked. Today, Joe is showing us how to cook callaloo. I'm very excited to have Joe on camera with me today showing us how he does his callaloo. But first, let's go into the yard to watch Joe harvest his crop.
This is what I want you guys to know. Every summer over in California, I got some callaloo trees that come up around the side of the house here. So they grow all over because when the wind comes, the wind blows the seed in the front, the back, and all over. So here a little bit. I mean, right
is this
now,
the seed?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Right now we're almost finished with the callaloo, so there's only a little bit left. So I try to get some and cook them. So take that off there and see what I could get. You don't want too much of the whole leaf. You want to.
So this is not something that needs to be planted in the ground and you just throw the seed?
You just throw the seed in. Over there. Let's come over here and see. Get a little bit here. We're not going to get too much now because they're on the end right now. And they're finishing right now till next year. I think I take too long to come and get them. But we got enough for.
You have a big tree over here.
Hmm?
There's a big tree right here blocking the entrance.
Yeah, but you don't want the old leaf too much. Yeah. Yeah, but this is pretty good too, so let's take out some of the leaf on this. And it may look like a lot when you got it in here, but when you cook them down, get about a spoonful.
Joe is washing the callaloo, and he's going to do this several times because you saw that we just picked it out the backyard, right? So this is what he keeps doing, is just pouring water on it, wash it off, and then rinse. Now he's cutting them into small pieces.
When I did callaloo the last time for YouTube, a lot of people come at me and said, "Oh, this is not the way we do callaloo, because I put water first, and according to them, they want you to put oil and just fry it in the oil like that. But I don't know it like that, and you need the water to get it cooked. So I start off like with this amount of water. As you can see, that's amount of water. Put it on the stove, let it cook down. I can put some onion on it. Onions. But this is the way I know to do it. So we put it on.
We're starting off on high heat, but as soon as it starts to boil, we're going to lower the heat to medium. Now, I think because I don't really like callaloo, I don't care for the smell, but Joe loves it. So he's seasoning it with black pepper and salt. And this is something that you don't have to stay at the stove and watch it the whole time, but don't go too far, right? So now he's adding some coconut oil. And this is the frying part of the dish. You know, the dish is called fried callaloo. This is the part where it's going to fry, right? So about 3 tablespoons thereabouts of coconut oil.
That was coconut oil. You could use any oil you want, but I decided to use coconut oil today.
And pretty soon you're going to teach us how to make coconut oil from scratch, right?
Right.
Coconut oil and coconut milk?
Hmm?
Coconut oil and coconut milk?
Mm-hmm.
So the salt and the pepper are to taste?
Right.
But it takes a lot of salt?
Don't even take a lot of salt, but this is, what you call it? Sea salt.
Okay.
So you take more than the regular salt. You just put in and taste to your taste, that's all.
Okay. It takes a little while for all the liquid to reduce, but you don't want to start off with less water than Joe used because you want to give the leaves an opportunity to boil, kind of like when you're cooking rice. So Joe is just moving it around so that nothing will burn, and now it's really starting to fry. Take a listen. It's finally done, so Joe is going to transfer it to a little bowl. And let's eyeball to see how much we got. That's about a cup. I'd say about a cup and a half to 2 cups after it's cooked. Now Joe's gonna pair it up with white rice, stewed beans, and stewed chicken. Now let's taste. So every year Joe gets about 2 or 3 harvests, right?
About that.
And sometimes he doesn't eat it all because nobody else in here eats it. So this is how he serves it. He has some white rice, some stewed beans, some stewed chicken. Everything here is at the side already except for the white rice. But we made stewed beans already, stewed chicken, and now fried callaloo. So Joe, dive in, babe. Right now, like how it's done cooking, it doesn't smell as awful. You guys like how honest I am? I'll tell y'all the truth, alright? But a lot of Belizeans love this dish and it's healthy for you. So, try it. So how is it?
It was delicious.
Can you describe what it tastes like? It's not like spinach, because spinach is not as strong.
Well, I think it got its own taste.
Its own taste.
As far as I could.
So now how I describe it, like more of a bitter taste. Do you taste that bitter in it?
Mm-mm.
So you think you've just like become accustomed to it because you've been eating it since you were little?
I guess so.
Because I taste a bitter in it. I'm going to try. I'm going to be brave. And keep in mind that I don't like greens. I don't like collard greens. I barely eat spinach. So keep that in mind. It's not really bitter. The coconut oil tastes good in it. Oh, I could taste that. That tastes good in it. It's not really bitter. That's the wrong word. It's more, it's strong.
Look.
Like green.
Right.
Can you guys understand that? Did I describe it?
You see the way how you look here? Green, dense green. When you go to the bathroom, that's the same way you look like.
All right, mosquito there. So if you like collard greens and all the other greens that, you know, people normally eat, you're gonna love this. Honestly, you will. But if you're not a great fan of green things, like Barbara, you're not gonna like it. So, but you know what? It wasn't as awful as I remembered just now. You know, I always just remember it being bitter, but it's not really bitter. It's more just like really, really strongly green, if that tells you anything. So Joe, thank you so much for being on the show with me today. You know, every time we do something that's your specialty, I'm gonna bring you on. People are asking for seafood. Joe, what are we gonna do next?
Yeah, I think we're going to do some conch.
Some conch? Conch soup and conch fritters. We have to go buy that stuff at the store and it ain't cheap, but we're going to do that for you guys. But in the meanwhile, after this video, I'm going to do some sweets, alright? So catch you guys again real soon.
Bye-bye, people.
Say hello to Mama. Hi, everybody.
This morning with one local family.
Each going to sort of find out this week to lose. Look what I have.
Her hands inside.